this is Months of Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Boxing Day by Blink-182. And it does start off with this really cool intro lick, and I'm not sure I got this exactly right, but I still think this is pretty close. So you could start 3rd fret on the B string, and then kind of do an open A string at the same time. Now, I'm doing that finger style. You could work out kind of pick and finger if you wanted to try this hybrid picking. And kind of playing those two notes at the same time, and then doing a hammer on into the 2nd fret on the A string. And then from there we play a G string, D string, and then back to B 3rd, open G, open D, and then the open A with the 1st fret on the B string at the same time, and then open G, open D, back to open G, and then 1st fret on the B string, and then kind of doing a pull off to the open B. So I'm kind of playing the note, letting that kind of fall off the string. So all together, and this could be probably one of the more challenging licks to kind of get the tempo through the tune. But you got kind of that open and 3 together, hammer on into the 2, open G, open D, 3, O, O, and then open in 1, O, 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 1, pull off to the open. So. Really tricky to kind of get the tempo. Now, if you're going to back that up with chords, you'd start on a G major chord. I normally do this 1st finger on the A 2nd, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd, 3rd finger on the high E 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now, you may also dig on putting the 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for your G major. And then from the G, we can back up that A note and the 1st fret on the B string with an A minor chord. Normally you do that 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the G string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now around A minors though, you may want to think about lifting off the 1st finger to an A sus 2, or you could add in the pinky on the B 3rd for an A suspended chord and kind of say some things around A minor. Or you may dig on lifting the 3rd finger, maybe an A minor 7, or adding in the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7. Or you may want to think about using an A7 sus, where you can do 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And that might make that a little bit easier to get from the G, A minor, G, A minor, da 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 da. So I'm doing 4 downs on each of those chords through that intro part. Or you could use a strum pattern if you wanted to kind of strum through that. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So you took the G and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, 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 down. Now, how you use that pattern can completely depend on your skill level. You could just do downs actually. Da 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 da, A da da da, G da 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 da, A da da da, or you can do a down, down, up on each one. From there, we go into our main intro verse progression, and you'll hear this cool little bass line when the verses start, where you'd have 3rd fret on the low E string, 2nd fret on the low E string, open A, open E, and then there's this cool little lick where you can play 2nd fret on the A string, and then kind of do that as a hammer on into the 3rd fret on the A string. So kind of 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then you can go back to the 2 on the A. So we got 3 on the low E, 2 on the low E, open A, open E, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, O. Actually, yeah, that walks down to 3, 2, open, open, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, O. So you got a G, F sharp, A, E, B, C, 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 B, A. And chord-wise, you may want to start that on the G major chord, and then we go to a D major chord with an F sharp bass. This is kind of weird. Normally, you could just play D, and then when you play D major, 1st finger goes the G on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the high E 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now, around Ds in general, you may want to think about lifting off the 2nd finger. It's a dangerous finger to lift. It makes a D sus 2. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for a D suspended chord and kind of say some things around that chord. Or you'll definitely hear the low E string on the 2nd fret kind of come out as the bass note on that. That's called a D/F sharp. So D with an F sharp in the bass. And you could just play the D chord, or you could work it as a D sus/F sharp by doing first finger on the low E second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that for the D sus or the D major chord. And then from the D we go to our A minor chord, and it's almost like a halving thing. If you're doing kind of the 4 on the G, 1, 2, 3, 4, it'd be 2 on the D/F sharp, 2 on the A, and then we go to our E minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the A second, second finger on the D second. If you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you may also want to think about putting the third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, and kind of working that for your E minor. And then from the E minor, we'd be going to a C major chord. Normally you do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second fret, third finger on the A string, 3rd fret, and if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord. It sounds really good. Now around C's in general, and you may want to think about lifting off first finger and making that a C major 7, or you can add in the pinky on the B third for C major 9 and kind of say some stuff for that chord. Or another way to play C major 9, you'll be doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the A third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. And what that could kind of do is kind of open it up for you to work that lick, that 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, around the C chord. I'm almost doing just down ups on that. Down, 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 2, 3, down, down, 2, kind of dig on that. So through that intro verse, you got kind of G, D/F sharp, A, E minor, C. Down, up. You could work this at a really slow pace if you're just starting out. You may want to do the G with a down, down, up, D/F sharp with a down, A with a down, E minor with a down, down, up, C with a down, down, G down, down, up, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, down, up, C, down, up. Or if you're quick enough, and this is what it sounds more like in the recording, you can do that whole pattern, that down, down, up on the G. D/F sharp with a down, down, up, A minor with a down, down, up, E minor with the whole pattern, and then C with the whole pattern. It's just really quick in the recording. G down, down, up, down, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, C, G, D, A minor, E minor, C. Kind of your double time. It's really, really quick. Basically be repeating that 4 times, and you kind of hear where the drums kick in, and then all of a sudden you may want to think about changing strum patterns into something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing our beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. So kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And on the last beat, you'd be going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. One way to apply that to that verse progression is you have the G with a down, 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 up. And then you go to the D/F sharp for a down, down, up. A minor for a down, down, up. E minor for the down, 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 up. And then you could go to the C with the up, down, down, up, down, up. That can seem really, really complex. Actually, it's just a cool feel change. G, down, down, D/F sharp, down, up, A minor, down, up, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, down, up, down, up, G, down, down, up, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, D/F sharp, A minor. twice once that change of feel happens. And then we go into our pre-chorus part. And our pre-chorus, you could really do this kind of any of those rhythm ways too. You could just work kind of a slow down, up on each chord. But since we kind of have doubled chords, 2 G's, 2 D's, 2 E minors, 2 D's, even at the slow pace, you could kind of get that down, up to where it kind of D, down, up, down, up, D, down, up, E minor, down, up, D, down, up, G, down, up, D, down, up, E minor. And there's kind of a break where you may want to just kind of kill the strings with your right hand. Or if you're quick enough, you can get that whole strum pattern to fit in there for each of the chords. Kind of D, E minor, D, G, E minor. You got our break where you may want to kind of kill it. Or if you're digging on the 16th, you can get the 16th pattern, the whole pattern to work on each of those chords. So G, E minor, G, E minor. You got a break where you may want to kill the strings. And then from there we go into our chorus part. And on our chorus is where we start on the G, so you got kind of the G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, C. And then we go to our E minor chord. And then we go to our C for 4. And this is weird, you'll kind of feel almost like a half. The bass player goes to D. I don't know if the guitar player does actually. It almost sounds like the bass player goes to D, the guitar player stays on C. But to match the tune, I would think about doing the D for 2 and then the C for 2 on that last D, C. So you have G, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, E minor, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, D for 2, C for 2. Or you could do the down, up, and you could work at kind of that slow pace, whole G, whole C, whole E minor, and then our C for a down, up, and then do a D for a down, and C for a down, and kind of get that push in there. Quick enough, you can kind of get that whole strum pattern in there. And then on the D, C, you can do a down on each chord. So G, C, E minor, C, D, C, G, C, E minor, C, D, C. Or if you're digging all the 16th pattern, on that last C, D, C change, you want to do the C with a down, up, D with a down, up, C with a down, up. So you have a G, C, E minor, C, down, up, D, down, up, C, down, up, D, C, E minor, actually kind of a chorus tag, where if you're doing the slower pace, you may want to kind of work the G for 4, D/F sharp, E minor, and then your C, and you'll kind of hear that C lick that we were doing on the A string now come in on the B string, actually kind of the open B, the first fret on the B, and then open B, and then second on the G. 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 2, which you could also do from 4th fret on the G string to 5th fret on the G, and then back to 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 2. It's kind of a B, C, B, 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 or B, C, 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 B, A, kind of an idea. So through that break, actually, you may want to just do the down up on each chord, E minor, C, da, 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 or if you're quick enough, G, D/F sharp, E minor, C, da, 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 G, D/F sharp, E minor, C, da, 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 da. Or if you're digging on the 16th, you could just do the down up on each chord. D, down, up, D/F sharp, E minor, C, da, 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 G, D/F sharp, E going back into our verse part. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, or the down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the G, you'd have the low E for the bass. On the D, you'd have the D for the bass. Unless you're doing D/F sharp, then you'd have low E for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. On the E minor, you'd have low E for the bass. And then on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. So that slow pace, actually, you could just add basses to that through the verse. You'd have that G with a bass, down, up, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, down, up, C, G, D, A minor, E minor, C, or if you're quick enough, G, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, C, G, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, C. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you could work it as a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, 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 or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. So digging on that with the basses, you can do the G with the bass, down, down, up, D/F sharp with the bass, down, up, A minor with the bass, down, up, E minor with the bass, down, down, up, and then go to the C for a up, bass, down, up, down, up. That sounds really crazy, doesn't it? So you got G bass, down, down, D/F sharp, bass, down, A minor bass, down, E minor bass, down, down, up, C, up, bass, down, up, G, down, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, down, up, C, up, bass, down, G, D/F sharp, A minor, E minor, C, G, D, A minor, E minor, C. So kind of dig on that. And then from there we'll be going into our pre-chorus. So we could do that at a slow pace, just kind of doing that bass down, up, down, up. Each of those chords. G, D, E minor, D, G, D, E minor. And then we have a break. Or if you're quick enough, you can get that G, D. Now do the double time. E minor. Or if you're doing on the 16th, you go where that G, D, E minor, D, G, D, E minor. And we got our break. And then from there we'd be going into our chorus part. You can add basses to that, kind of that slow pace. With the bass, down, up, C, E minor, C with an A bass, and then D, C, G, C, E minor, C, down, up, D, C. Or if you're quick enough, you get that G, our bridge part, which is just like our chorus tag from before, where we got kind of G, D/F sharp, E minor, C, or we can double time that, D/F sharp, E minor, C, 16th on that G, D/F sharp, E minor, C, or you can kind of split that G. There, then we back into kind of our intro lick. So you hear that. Kind of end on the A minor. Although for myself, I'd really want to kind of end on a big G chord and make people clap. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Boxing Day by Blink-182. So good luck!